Microsoft Edge.
Top 3 search engines. What would you say? Firefox top.
Firefox is garbage. Chrome always. Actually, do you use Safari over Chrome?
No, I use Chrome.
Let's save this content for the filming.
I'm already rolling. You can start whenever.
What? Episode 2 of On the Hot Seat with Nick DeBaby and my guest, one of my best friends growing up, Eric Gassion. Just a little plug-in. Eric actually featured on one of my old episodes of Derb's Take. I remember we had a conversation about sports or whatever, and then my dad knocked on our door and he ruined the whole take. So hopefully Rob doesn't come in and
That would be crazy.
that'd be crazy to come in and go, hey guys,
I'd be hyped.
hey guys,
I'd be
how's it going?
excited.
We're recording that. Oh, sorry, very sorry.
I'd be very excited. Your dad was as animated as I wanted him to be on your Instagram live.
So on Instagram Live, you want to look at that at nick.derb. Go to my IG videos. I went live with my dad with the Steve Cohen press conference. But biggest thing that we want to talk about are the New York Jets. I think Eric has been as animate about the Jets as I have. They're 0-9. So
They're 0-9. The only bright spot I could see possibly is Marcus May sometimes.
I would agree with that.
Jamison Crowder,
Yes.
sometimes. And Quincy Enunwa possibly getting on the field again.
Well, he's done. So
You think he's done?
he's absolutely done. Well, they released him before the season happened.
He was a big receiver. He was a great blocker.
How are your receivers? They're okay. No, I think that's been the biggest thing. On Monday, Jets had all their weapons except Sam. And it kind of showed you. Brashad Perriman had 2 TDs. Crowder had 1. Frank Gore actually ran the ball kind of okay.
But ESPN loves writing about Frank Gore and how great he is.
And he's a Hall of Famer. He is. Longevity.
He's a Bernie Williams of the NFL.
Oh,
Because
okay.
he's the most borderline Hall of Fame player I've ever seen in my life.
And Bernie wasn't a Hall of Famer.
No, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
Gore, the only reason why Gore is going to make the Hall of Fame is longevity and that he just continues to climb the rushing leader totals.
Right,
Because he's playing at 35.
I guess his yards per carry is solid.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe you don't even fucking know. You have no idea. Nobody really cares about Frank Gore.
He was good with the Niners.
They love to talk about how he's in bad situations, this, that, the third. I understand he was in San Francisco forever. Who was the coach of San Francisco that they didn't get rid of forever? That was and that was the reason they were abysmal for so long.
What, before
Before Harbaugh?
I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you.
But that was part of the reason he was good, but he was never elite. He was never amongst the elite. And I'm sick of watching ESPN write things like, Frank Gore is in the worst place he could possibly. The Jets' best player is shut up. Shut up.
He's on the Jets
Shut
this year.
up.
He was on Miami last year. He had some good years with the Colts.
Retire.
You can.
Anyway.
You're going to get, if he's getting work, if he's getting some guaranteed money. If he wants to keep doing it. Oh. Wait, let's look at this. I'm just going to look at this.
Not Singletary. Was it Singletary? No.
I don't even.
Go to before.
It was Singletary, but that was only for a little bit. They had Mike Nolan.
No, they had
Singletary. And then Jim Tomsula. That was for 1 year though. Harbaugh was there for 3, and then Jim came back.
Yeah.
And then Chip Kelly for that abysmal year, and then Shanahan.
Yeah, that was a waste. Okay.
It was Mike Nolan before that. They were terrible. That's right. Harbaugh, 44 wins. More wins than the last 4 coaches before him combined.
He's an NFL coach.
And
Not
I think
a college coach.
Here's the thing. I think perfect segue into it. I think that's the guy that the Jets have to go after Gase. His reign with Michigan is over.
Oh, absolutely.
That program is terrible. And I think the reason why Jim Harbaugh is a perfect fit in the NFL, and he's shown, went to a Super Bowl, he doesn't have to worry about everything. College, you have to recruit, you have to do all shit, and
just way more hands-on.
Just worry about coaching your players,
right.
And that's why I think the Jets should bring in Jim Harbaugh to be the next coach.
Yeah.
He's done with Michigan this year. It's over. They suck.
I was one of the few people that said that they shouldn't have gotten McCarthy. I didn't like McCarthy as a fit, and now I'm glad that we have this extra year. And
McCarthy's been absolutely terrible.
Well, he's not a good delegator. Clearly.
And as much as... Okay, you got the Super Bowl with Rodgers with him. After that, waste.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did nothing. Relationship went whatever with him and Rodgers, and they kicked him out the door.
And that video of him yelling at, like, JV girls basketball referees, you ever seen that?
No.
Oh, my God. He's a psychopath. You know that year off he took, right?
Right, yes.
So he took that year off. There's a video of him at his, I guess it's his daughter's, maybe his niece's, junior varsity basketball game, literally waltzing his fat ass onto the court and yelling, berating officials after the game is over. What a great guy, right?
CYO, something like that. That's funny.
So,
well, berating, yelling. I mean, we can talk about another coach, different league, just got hired. By the day, it's looking like absolute dog shit. Tony LaRussa. What do you got?
They're going to take him out of Chicago in a body bag. It's not looking good for him right now. Because he doesn't want to leave. He will not leave. He's firm. But baseball's got to step in on this. Major League Baseball has to step in and say something about this or fine him or something.
As much backlash as the White Sox have gotten, and even from players, and talked about this on my show for this week, just about players don't want to come and play for him.
Nope.
Especially, black players, especially with all the things that he has said in the past. I mean, you have one of the most exciting African-American baseball players in Tim Anderson as your shortstop.
Absolutely.
I don't even think they've spoke to each other.
He said, I'm not changing for anybody.
Of course not. And I don't think, I think Tim's I'm waiting for him to reach out to me as a new manager, to welcome him maybe.
Which is fair.
I know Stroman just accepted the qualifying offer. He'll be a Met again next year, but he was like, no money could bring me to Chicago. And that looked like a really good destination, especially the offseason they had last year.
Yeah.
They brought in Keuchel, Grandal. They got a lot of good, and they spent money. They brought in a lot of guys to build a team.
They weren't a bad team this year.
They made the playoffs. They lost in the best of 3 to Oakland. Oakland won their division this year. I feel like they were a year ahead of everything. Like this is the next 5 years that they're going to be fighting for the division, possibly winning division titles. And for me, this is a step back. With all the craziness that we saw last year with managers, with Hinch, Cora, Beltran, and Beltran, obviously this is with the Astros thing, but is there a chance that the White Sox put the foot off the gas and might not allow him to manage at all? Because they knew that this fucker had a DUI the day before.
Yeah.
They knew, and they were like, you know what? We're still going to hire you because you've won championships. Last time he managed was 2011.
It's his second DUI. Not like this he's a first-time offender.
Right.
And it just looks terrible. Now, would it look worse to pull him? Maybe. And the whole reason they hired him, Reinsdorf is up there going,
That's what
I let him go. Then he won with Oakland.
Yep.
Then he got his chips in St. Louis. And now he's trying to bring back the glory days. But like I said
this
earlier,
was all him.
They could have got Hinch. They could
Right.
have got a lot of other players. There's very few managers also that I believe can manage late in their lives. Leland, Piniella. I don't know if he's one of these guys.
I feel like Gardenhire.
Yes.
He just retired just with health concerns, but
I don't know if he could do it. Especially if he's a drunk.
well, and a racist, but
And the most obnoxious person apparently to ever win a World Series.
Yeah, I just 2011. You think it was yesterday? 10 years. He's gonna coach 10 years after the last time he was in the dugout.
And
I don't know how he can relate to players. I don't know how he I bet you if you asked him, what do you feel about players sell? I think he's put the bat down and just take your bases.
He looks like a stupider version of Pete Rose also. If there ever was one. In his face, oh man, I hate looking at him. His fluffy little hair. You're a grown ass man. They got to make a change. They really got to make a change. I don't even want to give him any more airtime.
But that's what I'm saying. It's do they? They're gonna stand by their guy, obviously, but I feel that this experiment is gonna blow up maybe after 1 year or even before this season even happens, and they did to themselves. And like I said, it was, and I've said it too. It was Reinsdorf. It was his hire.
Yes.
He's the owner. He's going, I want LaRussa. This is what it's going to be.
Right.
This is who I want next.
It
was an overnight hire.
It was a bit quick. Now, do you think, I was trying to look at this in a broader perspective.
Okay.
Major League Baseball's delayed start. They're fighting between the owners and the players. All this going on with them taking so long to get Cohen in. Now this. Look at how bad Major League Baseball looks compared to the NBA. I was like thinking just about how terrible of a I don't even know. I have not kept up much with Rob Manfred and like whatever he puts into place, but like from a headline perspective, he looks so horrible compared to Adam Silver.
I mean, I think it's because the bubble worked so well. And like, they got things in order down in Orlando, got through the season, and...
But also their handling, too, of, like, the Astros.
Well, you could say that's on each side of the spectrum. You could have been like, they got a slap on the wrist. No player got... I mean, for me, the biggest reason why no player got, a slap on the wrist, because, like, that's their moneymaker. We need guys like Altuve, Springer, Bregman, Correa on the field. That's what making us money. You know how much money the World Series would have made if the Astros made the World Series and faced the Dodgers instead of Tampa Bay? You would have seen hero versus villain. The hero of the Dodgers trying to, come back from that 2017 loss and win it for real. You would have seen a full good versus evil, and I think that's what a lot of people want. As soon as Houston came back down 3-0 to make it to Game 7, I was low key. I was rooting for the Astros. I would be like, if they pulled this off, this would just be the perfect thing for the Astros and for MLB being like, all right, like we have, because when this whole thing dropped in the offseason last year, people that like weren't even following baseball to like I do, like you do, it's like they're like, oh shit, like MLB's like in the news. Yeah. Like this is like a talk. People are talking about this. Right. You come back and you're going, oh, like this is actually there's gonna be sides to this. Tampa Bay, you're going, oh, small market team that's succeeding. That's a great feel-good story. But it's like, oh, you have the billionaire Dodgers. Like, it was the number ones of each league. That's cool. I mean, no one goes to Tampa Bay games to begin with when they play at Tropicana, So, I just know Manfred has done a lot of things poorly. And, he was deserving, I guess, but they rewarded Mattingly with Manager of the Year when the Marlins decided to play a Sunday in Philly when they knew that 4 of their guys had COVID.
He won it over Kevin Cash?
Well, no, different leagues. Cash won in the AL. Mattingly won in the NL. Those are your two. Tampa Bay plays at Tropicana.
Cash.
Kevin Cash manages the Rays. Tropicana Field. Orange juice. Pulp. Some pulp. No pulp.
I mean, like all pulp is garbage, if that's a thing. Or is it just pulp?
Most pulp.
Most pulp. I'm gonna make that a thing.
Most pulp.
There's definitely better brands than Tropicana.
You're bugging.
I don't think so.
There probably is out there. No, there's got to. You know there. Are you in behind the camera?
Are you on my show?
Is it my show? Wait, you think there's better?
You know, it's like when you go to Wegmans and you get like the organic lemonades. There's got to be like an organic, real good type orange juice. It's probably better than Tropicana.
I'll respect.
You probably haven't seen it yet, but that's fine. You'll see it one day, and it'll say most pulp because it'll be made by me.
I don't like pulp
at all.
I don't like pulp personally at all.
It's good for you.
Okay, no, it's not. Doesn't help me get more bones or strength.
More bones.
More bones.
You want more bones?
4 more bones, please.
Yeah.
No. I don't even like orange juice. I mean, it's good with like it's only for me at breakfast.
Yeah.
Only with breakfast.
Or like when you're really sick. You don't drink you're ginger ale guy, aren't you?
Exactly.
Sicko.
Schweppes. I'm a big Schweppes guy. Seltzers.
Yeah, I know.
Shout out Vinny Oles. V Schweppes.
Shout out David Colbrunner. Every time he used to come over to my house as a kid, he would ask for seltzer. My mom always had it for him.
Caroline always having the seltzer. You don't like ginger ale?
Like, maybe if my stomach's gonna explode.
But that's when I'm sick to settle my stomach. You decide to go with more acidic orange juice.
I'd rather just throw up for 3 days and then eat. Personally, I don't need to put like bubbles in there.
Okay.
Do you like bath bombs? Speaking of bubbles, I have
bath bombs.
Lavender,
I don't even take a bath. I don't take baths.
All right, so this is something that I was talking.
It's like sitting in your own filth for
See,
fucking 3 hours.
Shout out to the people that take baths strictly because they're underrated, and if you have a solid bathtub and you
Eric
clean,
loves to get out of the tub with friggin' raisin hands. You know what's funny? Shriveled up raisin fingers.
I don't fit in the tub anymore. So I can't really take that many baths, but I used to.
Eric's feet are just dangling out of the tub and trying to fit in.
I wish I could fit in the tub. I wish I had a big old jacuzzi or something.
Like, you look at Instagram stories of girls with, like, the candles lit, like, in a bath with the bath bomb, and you get jealous.
No,
like you're
I
like, wow, why can't I read a book in a bath?
I watch the commercials where the moms run the lavender bath bomb baths for kids. I'm like, damn, I would hop in that motherfucker. That's just me, though. Shout out to all the people that take baths because you get unnecessary hate. It's not sitting in your own filth. And if you really want to, you can shower before and after.
That's a lot of water wasted.
Shower before
Rinse.
take a bath.
Rinse.
and-
You can rinse. I don't do it, but you could if you don't feel clean.
Just wash yourself with a washcloth then. I mean,
Do you use a washcloth or do you...
loofah, always.
You don't, like, go straight bar soap to the crack, right?
I don't use bar soap, first off. I use a body wash, put on the loofah, and then...
There's never enough.
Well, never enough what?
Never, like, if I put it on, like, my shoulders and I'm like, we're gonna take the trail down, it doesn't get to my feet. And, like, obviously I'm not, like, letting it pour.
So wait, you put body wash directly on your body?
Don't use body wash. But if in the dire net situations that I've had to, it's just like I have to keep, and I don't feel 100% clean.
So this is, for all you out there, this is why lathering exists. Lathering exists to make more bubbles. When you put the body wash on a loofah...
I know chemistry.
Or
soap
a
and water
washcloth.
equals more.
Right.
I
So
understand that.
there should be no off distribution of soap.
What an interesting way to put it.
Like, you get it, put it underwater, lather it up, go shoulder, all the way
With
down.
the body wash?
What do you mean? It's on the loofah.
But like it's a liquid. It's almost like a conditioner type type of liquid that's weird. Dove is fire. I will use.
So you use Dove Men's like bar soap.
Yes, but I will use a washcloth instead of like I
You
started
put
this
the bar soap to the washcloth.
or like put a little bit on my chest and then like we go from there. I'm giving away too much. Anyway, I started this conversation just to say that you can't be putting the bar soap to crazy spots and then letting other people use it.
Well, that's why when I have my own loofah, no one else uses the loofah.
Of course.
Here's the thing: the way I can say, the way I just think about washing your body. Do you wash your car with your hand? Do you put soap on your hand and just go like that to your car?
No.
No. So you shouldn't just put a thing of bar soap or a thing and just go like this. You need a loofah or some sort of washcloth to wash your body, to clean your body.
Fair enough. What's the longest you've gone without taking a shower?
Of memory, 3 days.
4 for me. And I went swimming, so I counted it.
That's another thing that I can't stand. Whenever we have our dudes weekends up at LG, when I shower, I'm a big shower guy. Eric's like, oh, I just took a dip in the lake. I'm clean.
That's a clean lake, though.
Algae. It's like a film on your body that you gotta wash off.
How do you think Squanto used to wash?
Listen, it's 2020.
Okay.
Ain't no Squanto roaming around these parts.
Fair enough.
Use a loofah. Wash your body. Wash your car with a sponge. Wash your body with a washcloth. It's not that hard.
I use my hands.
No, you don't. You use your hands.
Yeah.
I think that's where it
That's
gets...
sicker than the bar soap?
Yes.
It might be sicker than the bar
But-
soap.
Bro, but I use the bar soap and my hands.
So you're double gross.
But I think going back to you like not being able to reach everything, if you put like body wash in your hand, the distribution, you'll only get like up here. You will not have enough.
You're right. No, you're
There's
right.
no,
Right.
there's not enough to lather.
Okay,
Like
so
if
this
you
is
put
my
it in your
issue.
hand, you're using way more every shower.
You'll have to send me a
tutorial?
sensor tutorial. Yes, absolutely. Last thing I'll say about this topic before we go on is I have this vivid memory, 9th grade gym class. Jack Redsucker was just trying to ask a simple question. Shout out to Jack Redsucker.
J Red.
Helped us with the audio.
He was just trying to ask, go and get a survey, a poll. When you take a shower, do you deliberately wash your feet? Like, go down there and scrub, or do you let the water run off and hit it? And he tried to ask our gym coach. And our gym coach was so brain dead that he went on like a 16-minute rant about how he takes 3 showers a day.
Yo,
He was like, my skin is so dry, I've been taking 3 showers a day. And Jack's like, I just wanted to know. But what do you do?
I'm in the minority because I don't think males do this. I literally take the loofah and I wash it, bring it down to my legs, and I'm washing the tops and bottoms of my feet. Not many people do it. And I think since this whole COVID thing happened, people are actually learning how to take real showers. Since COVID, I've been washing my feet and my legs. You should have been doing that since you started showering, bro.
Washing your thumbs when you wash your hands.
It's since COVID, I've been washing my hands after taking a piss and my hands on my Wii. Oh, he's like, yeah, I'm sure there's people. Yeah, I only wash my hands after I take a dump. Oh,
Yeah,
that's you know,
It's not okay.
just 20 seconds. Say the ABCs. Sing happy birthday. Do something.
Yeah, it's got to get done.
Yeah, I mean it's
Ridiculous.
COVID's teaching people how to have a hygiene.
At least the kids know better now.
Do they?
You'd be surprised.
You're a teacher. I mean, you see it.
So impressed with the way kids sing happy birthday when they wash their hands, wash them religiously, and keep their mask on even though it's like super hot under there for them. I give them a lot of credit. I don't think I would have been able to do it.
Do they get any of the words wrong?
Oh, of course. There's 7. They're supposed to get them wrong.
I want your take on this because I know a lot of my friends who are teachers. What are your thoughts on like going outside for a mask break?
Oh, so it could either...
It's like stand outside, take it off, and just breathe.
It's 2 extremes. It could either be like great or it could be absolute hell, chaos. Like if you go out there and you're like, okay, we're all going to stand 10 feet apart and you have younger kids and like you want to play a game, Simon Says, whatever. But like if you go out there with no structure, you're not coming in with all the kids. They're gone. Bad things could happen.
Yo, Mr. Gassion, look at the bug I found. I'm telling you, I'm sure there's things
it's
like
bad.
that.
It's bad. But all the teachers right now are doing a really, really good job. Most of them.
It's been tough because you haven't been going in obviously every day. There's like a schedule to like.
I've been going in
person and
4 days.
Right. Okay.
Wednesday is the only remote day. Every other day.
Wednesdays. That's why he's here. His off day, he joins me. It's a perfect thing.
You got to do it. I love the kids. I love working with them. I like the people I work with too. So and everyone's just doing their best, and it's an important job. So it's got to get done.
That's it. Cheers to you, teaching the youths. Well, Gas, my hand's sweaty, but thank you for coming on. Joining me on the hot seat, Eric Gassion. Some sports. Some other shooting the shits.
That we couldn't use.
I mean, hey, it's what it is. Hopefully you guys tune into this episode. I had a great time. Happy for you to be on. If, want to promote anything? Anything to promote?
No, thank you for having me. And this is awesome. I'm very happy to be a part of it. And, you're going to do big things. So that's about it.
Appreciate it.
And, yeah.
And shout out to the school I work at.
Shout out to Ben Franklin Elementary School. All the kids there. They're great. And the teachers, too. Hilarious, right?
No, I just cut
hilarious
you off.
job.
No, I just cut you off because I was going to say something. I was like, shit.
All right.
See you later.